Thank you for joining me on this beautiful day. I am Veronica, if you're new to my channel. I am someone who talks law of attraction because discovering these secrets completely transformed my life for the better. I got the relationship of my dreams, my dream job, my dream income. I get to travel wherever I want, save all of the cats that I want to, help others become inspired and change their lives for the better. I have the life that I had always wanted. I live in my dream home now. This video is meant to help teach you how to do the same thing. If after this video you find you enjoy my content, dreamlifebyveronica.com is the place to go. I do have self-study programs there that I know can bring a lot of value to your life. Today I have the pleasure of being at the Henderson Bird Viewing Preserve, right outside of Las Vegas, Nevada. And I feel so privileged to be here. It's so beautiful in nature, and hearing the birds, looking at the pond. I hope you enjoy the sights and the sound as well as we talk detachment. Detachment is like the number one most important part of manifesting. In my opinion, detachment, letting go, and living in the end result are all actually the same component. They are that part of manifesting where you get to receive your desire. You may have heard the saying, ask, believe, receive. In fact, there's quotes about this. So why is this? Why do we say this? Because we are born manifestors. We are creative beings who are seeking expression through everything we think, we feel, we exude. It has to seek expression in the world around us. That's what we're meant to do. So what is this thing I'm talking about? Detachment. It sounds so weird. It sounds like you have to somehow remove yourself from your desire. But then it seems confusing because then you hear things that say you have to be at one with your desire. So how do you detach from the desire but also be at one with the desire? They seem to contradict one another, but they actually don't. Detaching means to refrain from judging how you think the desire could play out. You don't place any restrictions on the route that it takes. It's kind of like when you punch an address into a GPS. You want the fastest route possible. You don't necessarily want to pick the streets that will get you there, because maybe you'll pick a route that will take 3 hours, when if you would have surrendered yourself to the knowledge of the GPS, it could have gotten you there in 15 minutes. So in detaching, we imagine what it could be like if it were to happen. For example, if you were trying to manifest a specific person or a love relationship, you think to yourself, it would be amazing if this person called me up and said how much they missed me and asked me out on a date at Subway. I like Subway. But when you choose detachment, you decide it could happen a number of ways. You aren't attached to needing it to happen a certain way, and you definitely don't try to force it to happen. Now, when someone is trying to manifest a person, a love relationship, they're so vulnerable to trying to take action. Never push or try to force something along, otherwise you are so attached that it is like you are creating a barrier between you and your desire. Your desire can easily find you. Remember I said ask, believe, receive. All you need to do is present the correct foundation, which is a foundation of peace, abundance, gratitude, and it will simply find you. That easy. That's all it takes. Again, I know this from personal experience. This isn't something that I am just preaching without anything to back it up. I have received the most amazing experiences, the most amazing solutions to the most impossible of problems by using this technique. You may have heard people use the expression, give it over to God. It's the same thing. Detachment means you surrender to this higher power within you. Call it God, call it the universe, call it your higher self, call it whatever you like. but it is that pure creative substance that can get any result, any outcome to change, anything to be different. Nothing is off limits. There is no desire that's too big, too great, too problematic. Anything can be undone. Anything can be resolved. So it's up to you to surrender to this part of you that is all-knowing, that knows how to get you there. Detachment also means that you feel a pure freedom in the things that you seek. For example, you want them, but the absence of them doesn't control you. It doesn't ruin your day. You don't check up on the progress of your desire. You just have surrendered it, so you've given it over to God, and you just let it come to you. When I say God, I mean the highest form of good, your creative intelligence. So many different names for this. Use whatever name you like. But all you need to do is allow yourself to already feel abundant. That is the foundation that I was speaking of. You lay down that groundwork and you become that. You don't waver from that. And sooner rather than later, progress will happen in ways you never guessed. And you'll get there on the fastest route possible. Like I said, if you try to pick the route, you will send yourself in circles. You will send yourself on a route that doesn't make sense, when all you needed to do was surrender it. That's it. Detaching is not hard. It is choosing to be with the realization of your desire. So if you're apprehensive and you're saying, I find detachment impossible, then what you are saying to me is that you are not ready to have your life change for the better. And maybe some of you aren't. Maybe you need to actually get ready, and then you'll be ready to detach. Detachment, when done properly, produces very, very fast results. And I think a lot of times it scares people, because in that moment they realize just how powerful they are, how you can practically move mountains. Some of us don't want to take on the responsibility of having that much creative power. Some of us want to stay naive. We want to stay in the dark. It's more comfortable that way, to be a victim, or to be sad, or to be disappointed. Ask yourself, are you ready to detach? Because it will work. I guarantee you, it will bring about a fast and speedy miracle. Be open to receiving your desire in all possible ways. And also be open to alternatives and additions to your desire. Because you may think you want a particular thing when you don't realize that there actually might be something better. Now, I'm not saying not to want something specific, because I have wanted very specific things before in the past and I have gotten them. But I have also thought I wanted something specific, and then there ended up being something better. So all I'm saying is to be open to both options, because you want to create that freedom within yourself. Detached. You don't want to be gripping upon something, needing it to have to be a certain way, so much so that you don't surrender because it doesn't feel safe to do so. You want to surrender to that higher source, that higher power within you that can get you there at the speed of light. This is how miracles happen. This is how instant manifestation happens. So I hope you're listening. Feel free to rewatch this video. I'm sure repeated viewings can bring about different levels of understanding. I am Veronica. Once again, I speak from personal experience. My life went from rags to riches, you could say. I am someone who struggled with money their entire life, struggled in love, was working 3 jobs, and still couldn't make ends meet. I am someone who completely changed everything. And it didn't change until I adapted these concepts. So I know how valuable they are. And I know they will work for you. I hope you have a lovely day. I hope all of your dreams come true. And if you would like to learn more about me, do my self-study programs, dreamlifebyveronica.com. Subscribe. Please help support my channel. It would mean the world to me. And have an amazing day. Leave a comment. I love to talk to you. I love it when you help one another. I love hearing success stories. We all love that. I hope the rest of your day is magical. Have a good one.